featuring the biggest names and the best stories in sports. This is an E60 Profile.
May 30th, Oakland. The Golden State Warriors' record-breaking season is on the line. They trail the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Then, Steph Curry does this.
Curry, yes! Curry, met by the switching Adams, fires, yes! How does he get it up over the 6'11" Kevin Durant? And he fires, yes!
And Curry is saying, we're not going home!
Even more improbable, though, than the Warriors' comeback against the Thunder has been Steph Curry's journey to the highest level of the game. Before the 73 wins, before the back-to-back MVP awards, before he hit 402 three-pointers in the regular season, Curry was a long shot.
It doesn't make sense to think about for a kid from Davidson who most people when they were watching me then wouldn't have guessed this, so it's pretty special.
March 14, 1988, Wardell Stephen Curry II was born. That summer, his father, Dell, a 6'4" shooting guard, joined the Charlotte Hornets.
Curry pulls up, knocks down the tray.
He would make more than 1,200 three-pointers in 16 seasons, earning a reputation as one of the best shooters in the NBA.
It's good that my teammates, they know when I'm in the zone, they're going to do everything they can to get me the ball.
Pick and roll play, Curry lets it fly.
I remember just on school nights wishing I could go to the game. My mom would say, no, you can't go to the game on school nights because we're not going to get home till 11 or 12. And so when they had Friday or Saturday night games, that was like the biggest deal for us because we knew we were going to the game that night.
I don't know if it was so much of watching his dad or he watched the game. He is a lover of the game.
He didn't have to follow in his dad's footsteps. He could do anything he wanted to do, try anything he wanted to do, but as long as he gave it 100%.
Yeah, I was a competitive guy. I loved all the sports that I played, but there was something about basketball and kind of doing what your dad did that had a little more of a draw to it.
But that would be a challenge. Stephen didn't inherit his father's height. He did have his passion.
When I was in 8th grade, I made a decision to spend all year round on it and do what it took that was necessary to play in college.
In high school, Stephen played varsity basketball. He stood just 5'6" and weighed only 125 pounds. Lacking strength, he still shot the ball from his waist.
I told him, listen, son, if you want to play in the college, you're going to have to bring it up and get it up above your head, over your forehead. So we worked at it all summer.
It was a very frustrating summer because I really had to break the whole form down from the ground up and reteach yourself how to shoot the ball. And for about the first month and a half, I couldn't even leave the paint and shoot because I just wasn't strong enough, didn't have the coordination to get it down.
It was tough for me to watch. He'll be back there at times crying, not want to work on his game. He had to do it rep after rep after rep to a point where he was able to master it.
The following season, Stephen was a junior, and with a remastered shot, he averaged just under 20 points a game.
Growing up in Tar Heel country, you want to play for Duke, NC State, Carolina, Wake Forest. I wanted to play on that level.
I don't ever remember even seeing him. I do know that when I did see him, I thought, man, he is little.
Only one major program recruited Stephen, and that was his father's alma mater, Virginia Tech. Even the Hokies said he would have to walk on.
I don't think he's ever said it before, but I mean, you could tell that hurt him a little bit.
I used it as motivation that summer before my senior year in high school to just play my game. The right coach and the right college would come and make themselves known that they wanted me.
That college was Davidson, a small liberal arts school only 20 minutes from home.
The big-time schools didn't recruit him because of his appearance, I think, his size, his stature. People just saw him as a low major, mid-major guard that they were a dime a dozen. I saw brilliance.
Just the way he talked and the confidence that he expressed and how I could impact their team right away. If I allowed him to coach me, that good things would happen.
His first game as a college player, he started against Eastern Michigan up in Ann Arbor, and in the first half he had 9 turnovers. We're down 18 points at halftime. I'm rethinking whether he belongs to be in the starting lineup. Put him in the starting lineup in the second half. We won the game. Next night against Michigan, he dropped 32.
I was very surprised. We passed Coach McKillop in the airport, and he grabs me and my wife. He goes, "Your son's gonna make a lot of money playing this game one day." I'm thinking, okay, maybe overseas,
But the best was yet to come for Stephen, who had grown to 6'3" by the time he was a sophomore. March 21st, 2008, the NCAA tournament.
Curry, 3, yes!
With his parents in the stands, Stephen scored 40 against Gonzaga. 2 days later, against Georgetown, he scored 30.
Curry driving on Wallace, a high 3, got
We'd come home and we'd say, Phil and I would say, "Can you believe that?" And we'd almost ride home in silence because it was just like, what is he going to show us next time?
it! To Curry, left-hand corner, let's grab it off, go by, and lays a 3!
The star of the tournament whose legend continues to grow, Stephen Curry.
He averaged 32 points per game in Davidson's Cinderella run to the Elite Eight. In a span of just 10 days, the kid who had been too small for the big schools had become a household name.
He changed from being Dell's son to Dell being his father.
A couple days later, the Bobcats had a game, and we got tickets. I told him, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring Steph to the game." And the security guy calls me. He goes, "Do you need security?" I'm good. "Nah, you don't need security. What do you mean? He comes to the games all the time." He said, "Okay." So we get to the game, mob. It's like a rock star. I'm like, "Oh, we need some security here." So that's what I knew. Okay, things have changed.
The following spring, Curry declared for the 2009 NBA draft.
I kind of heard the same stuff outside going into the NBA. I'm too small, not athletic enough, can't play defense, not strong enough. I was nervous. Obviously, making that transition is a big deal.
With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
Curry made an immediate splash, finishing second in the Rookie of the Year voting. But he would miss parts of the next 2 seasons with chronic right ankle problems that required 2 surgeries.
Every question I got was, how are your ankles? Are you going to be, that pseudo Grant Hill story, or where you have an injury that kind of holds you back from reaching your full potential?
He's always injured, the rumors, everything. It's really tough. So it was good that he could be here around family to keep that encouragement while he was rehabbing. But again, he's a very competitive, determined kid. He wasn't going to let it stop him.
And it didn't. After 6 months of rehab, in November 2012, Curry returned for his 4th season. He set a single-season NBA three-point record.
Curry for 3, wow! Unbelievable!
He signed a 4-year, $44 million contract extension and led the Warriors to the playoffs and a first-round upset of the Denver Nuggets.
Curry fires away! Got it! Are you kidding me?
He became the face of the franchise. Like his father, Steph's also become a family man. He lives just outside Oakland with his wife, whom he's known since high school, and their 2 daughters. Riley, the older, has become a media darling.
I want to sit on your lap.
Okay.
That's too loud, Daddy.
I know. Hold on one second.
Be quiet.
So he did that for his.
Did it do a little bit extra offensively?
Typically, he's at practice, comes home, and we are chilling, cooking dinner, watching Modern Family on the couch. We're like the most normal people on the face of the planet. It's kind of sad.
For Curry, it's also all about family when he's in his hometown.
It's a father's dream to watch your son compete and do the things that you did, and he's better than you are. There's no doubt about it. I can still shoot a little bit, but he's way better than I was.
Once a year, the Warriors come to Charlotte, where Curry's father is a TV analyst. On this night, he's calling his son's game.
I know he's commentating on me now, trying to stay as neutral as possible probably, but it's still surreal for me for sure.
With his father on the call, Stephen scores 43 points.
He's working those screens like his old cops used to.
I often get guys that I played with, guys still in the league. I'd pay to watch your son play. That's the ultimate compliment.
Curry to win. Good!
In 2014, the fans voted Curry into the starting lineup at the All-Star game. He was the talk of All-Star weekend.
Are you gonna give my point guard 3 hezzies? You gonna go here, here, and then here again? I'm like, damn. 3 hezzies? Give my point guard 3 hezzies though.
Bad boy.
What?
The next season, Curry exploded. He was league MVP. He led the Warriors to the title.
Steph Curry with some magic.
Defeating LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers in 6 games.
It looks so much better in person, too.
This season, Curry pushed the Warriors to new heights, setting the record for wins in a season with 73.
Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Curry shattered his own record by making 402 three-pointers in the regular season.
He's not even human.
He was, once again, named the MVP, this time unanimously.
This is an unbelievable accomplishment to go back-to-back to the finals and continue this journey. So I'm kind of just taking in the moment and enjoying it with my teammates.
After coming back from being down 3 games to 1 against Oklahoma City, the Warriors are now back in the NBA Finals. And they are led, again, by the undersized kid from Charlotte, the long shot.
I don't think anyone could envision what he's doing on the basketball court. We knew he had the work ethic and the drive and the dedication and the want, but you just don't know how things are going to work out.